So what do you got, Mr.
Let's
Huff?
do the Great Lakes fishing trade.
Yeah, this is one song that took them by surprise out there in Mystic.
We went to Connecticut to play there, and you know, it's like David was saying, they all seem to know every version of all of the traditional songs. And so I'm always a little bit uncomfortable when I'm around people that are totally involved with traditional music, because I'm a songwriter. And people in that category, they think the only good songwriter is a dead one. You know, it's like I'm a little uneasy around people that are really like classical music too, for the same reason. You know, because they like the old ones, with the dead songwriters. So, you know, but we like to, I mean, I think they brought us there because we bring in something that they don't have. And that's actually what I told them. You know, I said to them, I mean, we were talking to some of them earlier, and we realized that they didn't know about the Third Coast.
We said, hi, we're from Michigan.
Yeah. And they laughed.
I know there were only a few that got it. We had to explain. Right. And then we went, and there's the Big Mac.
They thought that was amusing, but they didn't know about the Third Coast. And it's like we had to tell them. I mean, I had to tell them. David was, he was born there, he knew, but we had to tell them about the Third Coast. I mean, the bottom of the Great Lakes is littered with ships. And a lot of them were, you know, blue water sailors. They said, oh yeah, a lake. You know, they didn't take it seriously. And next thing you know, they're upside down, you know. It's and so anyway, we're going to sing you, we sang this one for them out in Connecticut.
All right, we'll sing this for us. We're getting to head up north and going up to Acosta tomorrow night and Elk Rapids on Saturday night.
That's right, we're going to sing this probably every chance we get up north. It's called the Great Lakes Fishing Trade. It sounds like this. Well, we signed on in Charlevoix aboard the Mary Jean. Me and my shipmate Davy, we both turned 17, and we stowed our gear up forward, and our day's work soon be laid. We learned the ropes the hard way in the Great Lakes fishing trade. So call hands to the braces, close hauled and underway. I'll get ever spit to windward in the Great Lakes fishing trade. The skipper was a Scotsman, and a sober man was he. To whistled our catch-up Mackinaw for a week's debauchery. And the first mate was an Indian man, his name was Little Hawk. He'd never shout his orders, but he'd listen when he talked. So call hands to the braces, close hauled and underway. I never spit to windward in the Great Lakes fishing trade. Straits to Drummond Island and south by Thunder Bay. We'll take a deer on whitefish under skies of steely gray. Kill nuts and greedy owners, make the fishing hard and lean, like a shipwreck on a sand dune that the lake had beached and clean. So call hands to the braces, close hauled and underway. Oh, you never spit to windward in the Great Lakes fishing trade. Fog bank off Petoskey and storms in Traverse Bay. You're never far from poverty when you're in the whitefish trade. We got lake trout right off leaving, I'll touch round off sleeping there. And it's icy in the rigging, but the captain, he don't care. So call hands to the braces, close hauled and underway. Oh, you never spit to windward in the Great Lakes fishing trade. Call hands to the braces, close hauled and underway. Oh, you never spit to windward in the Great Lakes fishing trade.
All right, so this is another song we did for them. This is actually an adaptation of an old Sailors tune. I don't know if other trades have this, but the sailors used to have, it was called the Sailors' Alphabet. And for every letter of the alphabet, they had something about their lives. It's a great kind of snapshot of a sailor's life. And this is the Michigan version, it's called the Lumberman's Alphabet. A for the axe you very well know. B for the bullies who use it just so. C for the chopping that makes the woods ring. D for the danger we always are in. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. E for the echo that through the woods rang. F for the foreman, the head of our gang. G for the grindstone so often we turn. H for the handle so smoothly now worn. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. I for the iron that marketh the pine. J for the jolly boys never behind. K for the kinker the broad axes keep. L for the lice that keeps us from sleep. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. M for the moss we sup in our camps. N for the needle we use in our pants. O for the owl that hoots all the night. P for the pine that falls just right. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. Q for the quarreling on which we thrive. R for the river we love so to drive. S for the sleigh so stout and strong. T for the team that hauls them along. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. U for the underwear, flannel and red. V for the valley where we lie our dead. W the woods we leave each year. X stands for nothing a logger would hear. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. Y for the yellow when the timber comes down. Z for the zeal of the dances in town. When the ring of the lumberjack's piano is o'er. It's back to the forest we'll venture once more. When the Michigan pines come tumbling down. When the Michigan pines come down. Oh, okay. Well, in honor of our friends who are not here tonight, who are out at the pavilion waiting for all of us, and are going hungry,
I'm talking about the mosquitoes. We were warned. We were warned about that.
So this
is the true story of how here in Michigan, where we come from, the mosquito has become the state bird.
It's got a part for you all to sing.
Right.
Aren't you glad you're here in the air conditioning? The heat is broken. You're not soaking wet.
That's right. The mosquitoes are out there on the top of the pavilion. You know, there's about 10 of them. That's all that can fit. The rest of them are up in the woods, I think. We heard them. Here's the chorus. The chorus. Oh, Paul Bunyan, see what have you done? When you mess with Mother Nature, she comes back to have some fun. I say, oh, Paul Bunyan, see what have you done? These Michigan mosquitoes have got us on the run. That's your part. Every time it comes around on the guitar. I want you to sing that just a little bit better. Let me check my tuning here. Somebody asked earlier if the guitars were affected by the humidity. The answer is yes. It's especially mine. David's got that black one there. That's made out of recycled tires. There's not a speck of wood in it. Mine's made out of wood, and so is the one he's got in his hands. And so when the humidity gets like that, the guitar begins to remember that it used to be a tree.